Nick, I think you have the wrong idea. The Plankton movie is the one that should have gone to theaters, and this is the one that should have gone to streaming. I've said before in this channel that aside from the new movies being released, I haven't cared about SpongeBob in about 15 years or so. I was pleasantly surprised by the Plankton movie, because I found it clever and reminiscent of the golden age of SpongeBob. This movie, however, reminded me why I haven't watched new SpongeBob in a decade and a half. It's not as unwatchable as the Sandy movie that came out last year, but my word was this thin. The original SpongeBob movie was this big screen adventure that felt like something you couldn't get from a typical episode. The ones after that, including this one, just feel like TV specials. The writing for this movie is, unfortunately, very lazy and unimaginative. The characters all feel like flanderizations of themselves. The few jokes that do work are just repeats of jokes from early SpongeBob, such as the Davy Jones locker literally being a locker. And the character journey for SpongeBob is, stop me if you've heard this before, trying to prove to Mr. Krabs that he's a man. They even call him a bubble blowing baby boy several times in the movie, which was lifted almost directly from the first one. I got a few mild chuckles at best, but nothing that made me laugh super hard like back in the day. This feels like the first movie if the majority of it took place in the trench with monsters, instead of just 10 minutes of that. Also, the film is very chaotic, seeming to cater to the brains of the TikTok and YouTube Shorts generation. It's harmless enough for kids, but this is a movie where, unlike old SpongeBob, there's not really anything here for the parents. If Zootopia 2 is still playing, go see that again instead this Christmas break. But if this is the only kids movie playing and you want the kids out of the house so you can get last-minute preparations done, hire a sitter or get an older relative to take them, this was more stale than a Krabby Patty left out for a week. For me, it gets a C-, 7 out of 10, and a 2.5 out of 5 stars.